Hello, everybody. Judy Tuttle here with Tuttle Up Stamping. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Midland, Texas. I'm coming live with day 6 of our holiday kickoff, and I'm super excited about the cute card that I'm going to share with you today using the Gingerbread Man bundle, which is in the new mini catalog. I think I've created a cute little card for you that I kind of cased from the catalog, and I'll show you that in just a bit as well. Before we get started, you know that if you would like to win a prize, you need to put hashtag freebies in the comments, and that'll get your name on the wheel of prizes. We only have a few more days left. We're debating about whether to go 10 days instead of 7 days. Tell me what you think. Would you like us to add 3 more days of holiday kickoff onto the schedule and do it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday too? Or do you feel like you've had enough and you'd like to just do an online class to go? You can let me know that as well in the comments. So when you jump in, tell us who you are. Be sure to put hashtag freebies in there, and I'll add your name to the prize drawing. We have a winner from yesterday, and let me put the name up here for us. If your name is Karen K, and I feel like your last name, anyway, I couldn't pronounce it, but I'm not very good about that. So Karen K is the winner from yesterday's drawing. Congratulations, Karen. Please send me your address and I will get your prize in the mail to you. If any of you know Karen K, be sure to tell her she's the winner today. And I'm going to show you real quick what she won. Karen won a roll of our basic beige ribbon and this beautiful gallery 6 by 6 designer series paper. You got a quarter of a pack of that paper. So quarter of a pack of the DSP paper and a roll of ribbon goes to Karen K. If that's you, please PM me your address because I don't think I've ever sent anything to you before, Karen. All right, next. World Card Making Day is a free event on October the 4th. You can watch it live or you can even watch it afterwards. Either way, you should sign up for the free event because they're going to send a free gift to everybody who signs up afterwards, okay? So sign up for World Card Making Day. You can go to Tuttle Up Shop, type in World Card Making Day in the search, and it'll pop up so that you can register, okay? As part of World Card Making Day, they are including this kit called the Homemade and Heartfelt Kit. It's $32. It makes 10 cards, 2 each of those cards that show. Plus you get this organizational box right here to put all the cards and everything in. So if you would like to get that, you can order that at tuttleupshop.com as well. If you are local to me, I am putting on this event at my house later that evening with dinner and a little party. So the link to that will be in the description as well, okay? New catalog. I'm going to show you some of that today. If you would like to get your hands on one, let me know and I will post one in the mail for you. We also have a lot of online exclusives. Thanks for joining me, Sharon. Aw, thanks. You're so sweet. Online exclusives. So if you would like to see those, you need to go to the Tuttle Up shop and type in online exclusives, and you will see some things that are only available online and not in the mini catalog. We just launched a whole bunch of new online exclusives this week as well. Stampin' Up decided they just wanted all my money at once. Okay, so new kit. I love this one, Road to Christmas. It's a non-stamping kit. It's only $14, and the number for that is 166227. It makes the 8 cards, 2 for each of the 2 cards shown, and look how cute those envelopes are. So fun. So if you're interested in this kit, you can order it in the Tuttle Up shop as well. And Traditions of Christmas Craft Along, you have one more week to register for the craft along. so that I can get the kit to you in the mail and you can craft along with me the last week of September, starting on September 23rd. Half a pack of DSP, a roll of ribbon, a whole package of those embellishments will all come in your kit, as well as everything you need to make 10 cards, 2 each of 5 designs with me in person or in the comfort of your own home. You also get a full color PDF of all the directions, okay? So only 1 week left to register for that event. I'll put the link in the description after this video is over as well. All right, so that's all the blah, blah, blah. If you're here, let me know you're here. Put hashtag freebie in the description if you want to win a prize. Okay, so here we go. New mini catalog. All week long, we have been doing cards made from projects in this catalog, and I should have pulled them over here. Let me see if I can grab them real quick. I'll show you the ones that we have made so far, and then let's see, do I have them all here? Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I took them out to my dining room table. Hi, Amy. Thanks for joining us. Took them all out to my dining room table to show the ladies in my class this morning what we made. So I'll have to show those tomorrow. But today, what we're making is a gingerbread man card using, let me get to the right page here, on page 54 of the holiday catalog. Everybody's super excited about the gingerbread man. So lots of fun dies, different faces you can put on him, different hats. You've got peppermint lollipops, you've got candy canes, you've got gumballs, cup of coffee, scarf, hat, all kinds of little things. Look at all these fun things. So we're going to make a card using this today. In addition, I am using the Keeping Traditions two-toned cardstock that's on the bottom of page 45. It comes in all the colors that the Traditions of Christmas DSP is in. Thanks for putting hashtag freebie, Amy. I appreciate that. You and Sharon have been setting a good example for everyone, okay? So the two-tone cardstock is really fun because it has a white core, and you're going to see that come alive today. So we're using some of that two-tone cardstock. We're also using the Traditions of Christmas DSP, some of these back sides with the plaids and patterns, which makes you sad that you have to glue down the pretty glittery side, but we'll get over it. I love the back sides of this paper as well. And we will be using these traditional sparkly sequins that are part of this suite as well. Okay, so let's get started. I can't wait to show you my card for today. Okay. Here is our little gingerman. Isn't he cute? He's saying, oh, snap, because his little leg snapped off. Oh, snap. Isn't that cute? And the inside says Baking Spirits Bright. So let's make this together. Now, how do you get your name in the drawing? You can use hashtag freebies. You can like and love this post. You can share out this post. Lots of things that you can do to get your name in the hat. So any of those things would be great. Okay, so I'm going to start with the inside of my card and go ahead and get that taken care of. I have a piece of cherry cobbler cardstock, cut 5.5 by 8.5, scored down the middle at 4 1/4, and I'm going to use my bone folder to, let me put some things on the floor here. This craft room is a disaster, you guys, because I've been crafting all week long, right? And I'm better at crafting than putting things away after I craft, to be honest. So, anyway, hi, Monica. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start with the inside. So I have a basic white panel here, and I have a strip of that Traditions of Christmas paper. That's the pretty side, but we're going to use the red side on this one, and I'm going to put it right here on the bottom edge. Let's see, what else do I have? Make sure I have everything. Okay, before I do that, I have the sentiment that says baking spirits bright. It's kind of cute, a little punny, right? So we're going to put this on the inside. It's going to go right there. I used pecan pie for that. And then I have a little confetti looking piece from the stamp set. Maybe I should show you the stamp set. What do you think? Here's the stamp set. You get all these faces, all these different sayings, and buttons, and squiggly lines, and all kinds of things. And then this is the die set. So the gingerbread man die is connected, and this is so that you can make a card that folds with the gingerbread man as well. But look at all these fun embellishments. You get scarves, hats, coffee cups, bow ties and bows, little word bubbles, some gumdrops, some peppermints, this fun hat. Maybe I showed you that already. So lots of fun little pieces to this die set here that we're going to use today. Okay. All right. Baking spirits bright. Back to where I was here. I should have showed you all that at the beginning. I'm kind of in a rush, and I don't want to make mistakes because Lincoln has his first flag football game today. He's the quarterback, and he's taking that very seriously. For those who don't know, Lincoln is 5. So when the coach told the team that Lincoln was going to be the quarterback, oh my gosh, he's taking it very seriously. It's really very cute. Okay, so I'm going to adhere this DSP panel to the bottom of my white. Oh, isn't that fun? I love baking cookies at the holidays. I also love making caramels. Those are my signature baking that I do at Christmas. And okay, so now I'm going to just adhere this to the inside. Now this is the non-fun part of this card, but you know, you got to have something inside, right? Okay, so this is going to go right here on the inside of my card. Okay, now we're going to fold this over and start decorating the top. Okay, so what I did, you guys, is that I took a piece of that two-toned cardstock in Secret C. One side is a little darker than the other one. I did not pay attention to which side I was using. I probably should have. But I die cut it out with that perennial postage die set. It looks like this. It's awesome. It's a classic. It's been around for a couple of years. I hope they never get rid of it because I use it pretty often. And then I embossed it with our Forever Plaid embossing folder. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I got this sanding block right here. And I'm just going to gently, I bought this on Amazon. If you look up foam sanding blocks, you will find them. They're very inexpensive. Maybe about, you get a package of 4 or 8. They run about $2 a piece maybe. So I'm just running my sanding block over this embossed folder. And because our two-tone cardstock has a white core, it kind of just brings out that white. We're just taking off that light layer at the top, okay? So this is going to get adhered onto my card front, and I'm going to kind of tilt it a little bit that way, okay? So I'm going to add some adhesive here. Okay, I'm going to take my embossed perennial postage die panel and just lay it right on top of my card base like that. Okay, then I have 3 pieces of designer series paper that are the back sides of that Traditions of Christmas paper. But fun, right? Fun prints. I'm going to put dimensionals on the back side of each one of these. And I'm going to put one in the middle and one on each end. I'm going to start with the plaid that has all the colors in it because I want it to go in the middle here. And you know what? I need to cut these down just a little bit. These strips need to be 3¼ inch wide, and I originally cut them 3½ and then decided they really no, they need to be 3½ inch, and I cut them 3¾ okay, so all the measurements will be in the PDF, correct measurements. Okay, all right, here we go. Sorry about that. I need to cut them just a little bit smaller. So these are 1¼ by 3½. Okay, so I'm going to put my one that has all the different colors here right in the center. And then I'm going to add dimensionals here to the back sides of each of these. And you can put them on in any order, really. It doesn't matter. But what I like about this is I like to kind of twist it and turn it a little bit so it's not so, makes it look a little more whimsical. And then this one will go here on the bottom, kind of like that. Okay? So have any of you played with the gingerbread man yet? He's really fun. Like it's like playing paper dolls, right? You get to decide how you want him dressed and what accessories you want to use with them and all that. Okay, so there's basically our card front right there. Okay, now I'm going to grab my pecan pie and my gingerbread outline. Now I'm going to give you a tip that someone gave me that was very helpful. This gingerbread man could possibly get very wonky on your, when you take him off, like he's like, see, he can get very wonky. So what somebody taught me, a friend of mine, is that if you take the gingerbread man die like this, and you lay the photopolymer piece inside so that it's all inside, you know that when you die cut it, it's all gonna fit perfectly right there, okay? So, but I need to turn it over so that the flat side of the stamp is up. So I'm just gonna lay it all in there, make sure it's all inside that die, right, like that. And then you grab your block, lay it down on top, press, and lift. And now you know that gingerbread man is going to fit perfectly inside that die. It's not going to get wonky on you, okay? That's your Tuttle Up tip of the day. That's all I got for you. Okay, so I've got my gingerbread man, and I'm going to grab, hi Lisa, hi Judy. Thanks for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I'm doing a little gingerbread man card today. So I'm inking him up with Versamark ink, and I'm going to press him down onto this pecan pie cardstock. There we go, right like that. And I probably should have used my embossing buddy, but it's okay. My last one turned out fine. So, okay, so there's my gingerbread with the Versamark, right? Isn't that a great tip? I'm glad I learned that from a friend because it has come in handy a lot of times with those outline stamps that are hard to fit inside the dies, you know, that just have an outline edge. Sorry, I inked that up in pecan pie. You're getting a real look at Judy here today. Okay, so I'm going to take this little scallop piece here, and I'm using this as the belt, and it's going to go right here, kind of halfway in between the gingerbread man, like that. Okay, now I'm going to grab my embossing powder over here. And I am going to add my white, my Wow White embossing folder. Ooh, isn't that fun how that just sticks to that Versamark like that? And I always tap it off a little bit So go over it again. Make sure everything adheres really weird. Tap, tap, tap. Okay. And then I'm going to hit this with my embossing gun. And we're going to watch it go from flat white to shiny white. Okay. Hi, Maria. Thanks for joining me. Yes, I know. I hear you. I think he's one of my favorites too. I'm glad I've got the opportunity to play with him this week because he is super cute. Turn around and you can see that the white turns from dull to shiny. It's like magic. Okay, I think I got it good. When it's all shiny, you know you're done. Okay, and now I'm going to add his face. I got lots of embossing powder on my board here. Okay, so I've got some buttons for his midsection that I'm going to add in pecan pie. I've got a face, and it's going to be an oh no face. There we go. I'm going to add some little rosy cheeks with real red. It's kind of fun how all these pieces are all in. There we go. It's like, oh no. All right, so I'm going to grab my die. And because this die is made so that this can be folded into a card, there's a little score line right here. But we're not going to let that bother us. I'm going to lay my die on this like this and use a little piece of tear and tape to hold it in place. And run it through my embossing machine over here. Okay, so now we have this little piece. I'm going to show you what I mean by this. Because this is made so that you can make it into a card if you want to, you're going to see that when you die cut it, you have this little piece over here, right? Where you would fold that back and make it into a card. But all we have to do with that is grab our paper snips. Here we go. And just kind of round that corner off to make his hand into a hand, okay? Right like that, okay? Now, we want his leg to be snapped off, right? Aw, poor gingerbread man. So we have this zigzag piece here that we're going to put right here on his little leg. And we're going to chop off his leg. We're going to snap off his foot. That is going to cut this in two parts. So there's the bottom of his foot and the top of his body right there, okay? Okay, so we're going to go back to our card base, and the gingerbread man's going to go right on top right here. I'm going to add some dimensionals underneath him. we're going to accessorize him a little bit with a scarf. Okay, so this one is going to go like this, kind of catty corner, and then his little leg that snapped off is going to go below him here. And that's why he's got a shocked face. He's like, what happened to my leg? Okay, so that's going to go right there. Now, I can do one of two things. What would I like to do next? Maybe I'll do the Oh Snap sentiment. So I have a scrap of white here. I'm going to grab my Secret C ink. I love the gingerbread too, Lisa. So fun. Okay, so snap. Oh, snap is what he's going to say. And then we're going to do two things at once. So we're going to eventually die cut that out with the word bubble. Right here. Oh, snap. Maybe I'll grab a piece of that Post-it note tape and hold that down. And then on this piece of green right here, this old olive piece, I've got these polka dots. They kind of look like polka dots. So I'm going to grab my old olive ink and I'm going to stamp on some polka dots, and that's going to make my scarf look like it is polka dotted. Okay, so I'm just adding some dots kind of in different directions here. I didn't do a very good job with that one. Let's try that again. There we go. Just in case, let's do one more. Okay, so I'm going to grab the scarf die and put it right over those dots, and again grab a little piece of the Post-it note tape, and then I'm going to run these two things in through my die cutting machine at the same time, side by side here. So I had a class this morning, which was the Charming Day Easy Peasy class. And one of the customers bought this set. She's like, I cannot wait to make those gingerbread men. Okay, so oh snap. I'm going to put some dimensionals on this. A little more towards this side. Okay. The side away from the little tail right there, and it's going to go on right here. He's going to be saying, oh snap, I lost my foot. Add some glue to my scarf. Adhere that right here. Isn't he so cute? And you could put a hat. There's all kinds of things. I wanted to put a hat on him, but he was a little too tall and the hat was going off. So I didn't plan that very well. But trust me, in the future, we will be using that hat for sure. Okay, so he's saying, oh, snap. And then we're going to add some of those sparkly gems on here. So you could use whatever ones you wanted. I used red and green. You could definitely use gold and blue if you wanted to bring out that. Why don't we do it this time? Let's do some blue and some red this time, okay? So let's put a blue right here. Might add a nice little contrast to the red and green, huh? So there we go. I'm going to put another blue one down here in the corner, and then a red one right here, a medium-sized red one right here, and what else do I need? Maybe one more, because I have 4 and I need 5, right? So maybe one more red one right there on the oh snap. So There's our card for today. Hi, Betty. Thanks. I am having a great day. Please rewatch and be sure to put hashtag freebies in the comments if you'd like your name in the drawing. And tomorrow we'll be giving away all the cards that we made this week. So I hope you will enjoy that. So here's our card for today. Gingerbread Man. Oh, snap. Thanks. I hope you guys love it. Think about putting this bundle in your order in my Tuttle Up shop if you don't already have a demonstrator. Thanks, Sharon. You're always so encouraging to my grandkids. Yeah, Lincoln, we're excited to watch him. So this will be fun. So I will be back tomorrow, probably around 3 o'clock, I'm thinking, for the last of our holiday kickoff. Unless you guys really want me to go 3 more days, I'm willing to do that. So it's been fun so far. So God bless everyone. I will see you tomorrow about this same time. Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks, Maria. I think he's pretty sweet too. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.